So welcome to another episode of On the Couch with McNeill Real Estate. My name is Janet and today I am delighted to introduce you to Tammy from the Good Food Bakery just around the corner, providing a healthy alternative to people on the Mornington Peninsula. So
Good morning. Thank you.
Lovely to have you here. So Tammy, tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
I know, background. Okay, so I have been a specialist retailer for all of my career and partnered with Shane Mann, who's been a pastry chef for over 30 years.
Right.
We just felt that there was a real gap in the market for good food that was gluten-free.
Yeah, okay.
My niece is 18 years old, Ebony, and when you come into the shop you'll see a big E on the wall, and she's the inspiration behind our bakery.
Okay.
You know, I've watched a kid from at 14 and a half years of age diagnosed with celiac disease, and she can't get a sausage roll, she can't get a custard tart.
Yep.
She's been through iron infusions and anxiety with, you know, I'm different and the bread's a different size and this and that, and that really inspired us to do something that was unique and something that brings both our passions. Shane's on that side of the shop, I'm on that side of the shop. We rarely let him pass the line.
Okay.
But what we do is we give you all of this, which tastes incredible. It needs to taste better than or equal to its gluten counterpart.
Yes.
So, and that was the inspiration. I had a pastry chef on one hand, and I've got family with celiac disease, and went, let's merge the two and let's see what we can produce. And it's been phenomenal.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So how long has the Good Food Bakery been in business then?
So we've been in business 6 months.
Yes, well,
and
very early.
Very early, but we hit the ground running like you would not believe. We've got over 2,500 followers on Facebook.
Fantastic.
We've had regulars since the first week, but we're real. So they come in, we go, hi, g'day. You know, we treat people how we want to be treated.
Yes.
I had one of the new staff yesterday say, Tammy, everyone thanks us in here. I said, I know, because we're bringing you good food, hence the Good Food Bakery, and you'll notice the GF is hidden, which is gluten-free in the logo. And we just have fantastic food and a really friendly, nice atmosphere.
Okay.
You know, there's nothing pretentious about it. You've got, you know, really old antique furniture with glass tops and etc. So people, I don't care if they throw their keys down and they make a mess and all the rest of it. It's just a really nice space to be in.
It's a little bit like, because I've been a couple of times now, and it's welcoming. It's almost, you're welcoming people to your home.
Correct.
Really. Yeah. It's quite a unique sort of feeling when, you know, normally you go into a bakery or whatever, it's, oh, hi, you know, this is what's on the shelf and that's what you're getting. Whereas here it's a full experience, not just the food.
And what we don't want to be is and I said to the girls, I guess from my background, you can tell I'm Just Jeans trained from way back in my 20s. And I don't want, there's this real barrier between a counter and your customer. Yes. You know, so you'll often see me, most of the time you'll see me on the other side of the counter. Yes. And I welcome them. It is my home, you know. Your workspace, and, you know, like you have in your office too, this is a reflection of you. I collect antiques. Shane collects everything collectible, you know, and so when you come in, you notice that gorgeous clawfoot old jewellery case, which has got all of our cakes in. It's the most impractical thing. Sometimes we jam our fingers in it, but it's gorgeous.
But that's right. You know, and it suits the style.
It suits the style, and you know, from the colour of the floorboards that we chose to the lighting to the touch of yellow, you know, it's all about just a really nice experience. And the best thing is when you have a family walk in and you see mum's shoulders drop. Oh, and they can have anything.
She's not worried about what
they can have anything, you know. And the kids look up and I go, "That's the celiac," and we, you know, and we do a high five and we get another teenager in that goes, you know, looks around, I'm celiac, because we go, you know, if this is what Shane's able to produce for us, but we want the whole family to be able to come in and go, oh my God, those
everyone can eat it.
Vanilla slices are delicious. I don't care if you're celiac or not, it has to taste fantastic.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's brilliant. And so tell us a little bit about each of your products that you've brought today.
Okay, so what we've brought today is, I guess, our specialty is our pies, pasties, sausage rolls. They're all home baked. Before we started baking, you know, Shane was practicing at home and, you know, just trying to get the gluten-free pastry right, because there's a real knack to it. It's really different. And from customer feedback as well. So we have dairy-free pastry. It only becomes dairy if you add if it's a cheesy pie or something like that.
Okay.
But for example, that's a shepherd's pie, no onion, no garlic, so it's fructose friendly. It's a dairy-free pastry and it's just a bit of Nuttelex with the mashed potato. So it's a dairy-free pie. You know, you can't get that.
No.
You know, if you say to me that's the chunky chicken with veggies, now the chicken and all the red meat that we use is all from Brian's Butcher in Lyndhurst. We stock some of his favourites for the same price as he stocks at his butcher shop, just for convenience for our customers, so they can pick up their Kievs, but we use him right through our food service. So all of that delicious, even the sausage meat and the premium mince and the chicken breast is all from Brian's. So this is what the quality that we want to produce with our savouries, for example. So Shane can't keep up with the amount of pies that we're producing in there. It's amazing, and again, it doesn't matter if you're gluten intolerant or not. Sometimes a pastry tastes a little bit different, but that's...
You get used to it anyway.
You get used to it, correct. But if you don't like a lot of pastry, then you do a potato top, or you do, something which is an alternative there. So they're all produced in-house. And I think too, because when you come and you meet Shane, he's a big 6'2" with tattoos, and when I first met him, I thought, really, pastry chef? All the cakes that he produces, but the muscles that he needs to put into the folds of pastry, that's how he's able to produce this. Then when we look at something like this, homemade choux pastries and the short crust that he puts in, even the Neenish tarts. Our donuts, for example, I didn't like what was on the market on offer as a gluten-free donut, and I said, I don't want any of these deep fried poor excuse for a donut, sorry, I like donuts and I want it to be yummy, even if it's gluten-free. So ours are actually an oven baked, so it starts off like a batter, so there's somewhere between a cupcake and a donut, and they're just delicious. So the cinnamon, there's jam, there's a glazed one or a fondant of some sort, and we sell out every day. So they're probably a bit of a signature. The donuts, our vanilla slice, our chocolate eclairs, homemade choux pastry, carrot cake even. He's got the love that he puts into his craft. That's what I like. That's what I like. Cream cheese, crushed pineapple, walnuts. When he makes these carrot cakes, and he makes them on big scale, he pours a syrup over the top, and it just oozes in. Wow. So you can tell the love that's put into what we present to you out in the cabinets. And every day there's something different. Okay, that's fantastic. So obviously you're up the road from us, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But who are you finding is your ideal sort of demographic? Are you getting children, families, elderly? Everybody. So I had a customer ask me yesterday, do a lot of people come here if they're not gluten intolerant? Yes, they do, but I would suggest 90% of our customers are suffer celiac disease, or they are gluten intolerant, because they tell us, I've come from Pakenham, I've come from Melton, I've got a family that comes from Sunbury every 2 weeks to come down. I had another family come from the Adelaide Hills who planned a trip to Melbourne just to come to the Good Food Bakery. Wow, that's fantastic. I had a guy take, and I think I told you last time, took 12 curry pies back on the ferry to Tassie, because they were the best pies he's ever had. So we literally get people from all over. The tradies, we don't bother telling them it's gluten-free. Why would you? I had one guy sitting there, and we've got a sign at the top, yes, we are gluten-free, and he went, what's gluten? So again, it's all about the taste. So but predominantly our customers are celiacs.
Okay. And so they're coming,
they come from all
over the peninsula, plus obviously further out.
Everywhere else. We get so many requests. Can you please come to the western suburbs? Can you please come to the city? You would go nuts in Albert Park. So and down here, I think being on the peninsula, people refer to the city as Melbourne. I'm from Melbourne.
Yes, I'm from Melbourne. That's huge.
I'm from Melbourne. And I had a couple that come in on Sunday, and he's from South Yarra. I think his name's Jack, and his wife was DJ, and he's been celiac for a few years, and he literally ate a shepherd's pie, a sausage roll, and a spinach and feta triangle, and then he had dessert. And I said, mate, you're going to be sick. He said, I have not eaten since this morning because we were coming. He goes, every week we've tried to come because it's a little bit of a distance for us. But they literally are coming to find us because of the reputation, which is really fantastic.
That's amazing.
And we're not trying to be anything other than really good food, really good quality, and nice and welcoming.
No, that's fantastic. Well done. So, well, we've pretty much touched on what food you offer, a huge variety of food that looks absolutely delicious, and taste that as well. So how can people find you?
So we are at Shop 4, 209 Mornington Tyre Road, Mornington. But pretty much we tell people Mornington Tyre Road at the roundabout near the racecourse, just right next door to the servo. That's where we are.
Excellent. That's brilliant. So Tammy, what do you do when you're not working?
I have 2 kids. I think they know me.
Yep.
I've got an 18-year-old and a nearly 16-year-old. And at them, I mean, I'm still working 6 days a week, and Shane's working 6 and a half.
Yep.
But, you know, I'm pretty quiet at home, actually. I'm a loudmouth at work, but I'm fairly humble. I like the movies, and I like just being home with my family. I've got my little doggy. I love my house. I love my antiques. But I'm pretty happy in the space I'm in. You know, work for me is not so much about money, it's about what can I do. If I've got to work to pay off this house, well then let's do something that's enjoyable, that I can use my skills, that it doesn't feel like you're going to work every day.
That's right, exactly.
So but I'm busy mum with 2 kids. And you reckon young kids are hard, you wait till they get to teenagers.
Then you're doing all the driving around and everything else. So,
absolutely.
Well, that's fantastic, Tammy. Thank you for coming in. It's been a real eye-opener in relation to you know, obviously what celiacs can and can't eat, and people who are milk intolerant or dairy intolerant and that sort of thing. So guys, we will zoom in and show you what is on offer here. It's absolutely amazing. So thank you, Tammy, from the Good Food Bakery, and that concludes another session of On the Couch. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.